everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Ursula's Farmhouse Kitchen. And today I would like to show you some wonderful things in Walmart, especially in the home section. I want to show you all the pretty things they have as far as small appliances and beautiful kitchen towels. So y'all join me. I'm just in love with the Drew Barrymore beautiful collection. The small appliances, I did end up getting the crock pot today and I love it. There's an air fryer there. I'm going to use my Pampered Chef air fryer because I love it so much, but I just wanted to highlight her things in this video. And this is not sponsored by Drew Barrymore at all, and it's not a sponsored video by Pioneer Woman. No one is paying me for this video. I just love making these videos for y'all, and I love cooking. Hi there friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make crack chicken. That's right, I'm going to use a slow cooker. I'm going to use my new crock pot. I'm so happy that I got it this week at Walmart. And I'm going to make crack chicken for you. So it's going to only take about 5 hours on low. Usually a low recipe would take 8 hours in the crock pot, but this one's only going to take 5. And that's great because today's a busy day. I'm headed to church in a few minutes, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you now how to make it. So we're going to start with 6 chicken breasts, and they're boneless and skinless, a packet of ranch seasoning, chicken broth. We're going to use 1 stick of Philadelphia cream cheese, but it will be coming later. And also later, we'll add crispy bacon by Smithfield. And we'll also add some green onions for extra flavor. Now, let's get started. So the first step is to pour the chicken broth into the slow cooker. And I have 6 chicken breasts, and they're pretty big. So I'm going to use, instead of a half cup, I think I'm going to go on and use 1.5 cups of chicken broth because I want it to be really juicy. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups, and I just got store brand chicken broth. You don't have to have anything fancy, but I'm amping up the chicken broth on mine to make it extra juicy. All right, so mine is going to be 1.5 cups. All right, and I'll put that into the crock pot. Let me bring it over so you can see it. I love this new crock pot. Here it is, so pretty. It's the one by Drew Barrymore. All right, and into the crock pot, I am going to use a slow cooker liner because I love these. This is my last one, so I better get some more. This saves you a lot of time on cleanup. You basically don't have to wash your crock pot, or very little, when you use these liners. Okay, so the liner is in there. And the first step, it says to pour the chicken broth into the slow cooker. So there's 1.5 cups of broth. And the next step is to stir in the ranch seasoning mix. And it says only 1 tablespoon, but I've got 6 big chicken breasts. I want the whole packet, so that's what I'm going to do. So many wonderful recipes with ranch. stir that ranch seasoning with the chicken broth. Get that spice all stirred in together. And the next step on my recipe says to add the chicken breast. And I didn't cut them up. I just left them in whole pieces. I'll lay them flat. These are pretty hefty chicken breasts. I got these at Kroger last night. And they always have great sales on their meat at Kroger. So if you haven't shopped there lately, you need to try it out. Okay, so there's 6 chicken breasts. And the next step just says to cover the lid and let it cook on low for 5 hours. If you want to cook it on high, you can do 2 to 3 hours. But I'm going to go to church and just set it and forget it, so to speak. So I'm going to use 5 hours and cook it on low. All right. And a nice handy feature of this crock pot is it has a little lid holder right here. So you can just prop your lid like that to check on your stuff. And then you can put the lid back on. Or when you're serving, you can put the lid right there. So I think that is handy dandy. All right. I am ready to plug it in and cook it on low for 5 hours. Y'all have a great Sunday, and I'll see you soon for more. Hey there, and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to be finishing up the cracked chicken now. So I've already used 2 forks, and I've shredded the chicken. It was just big chicken breast. I had 6 chicken breasts in here cooking, and I ended up cooking them on low for 5.5 hours. I went to church and, just kind of forgot about all my crock pot stuff going on. And anyway, it was nice to just forget about it because today was an easy breezy day, and we ate leftovers when I came home from church. We ate the Italian dressing chicken that I made a few nights ago on Friday night. And so now, after I've shredded up the chicken, the next step is to add in 1 block of cream cheese. You can get whatever brand you want. I think I just got store brand. You don't have to get Philadelphia. But I'm going to go ahead and just do chunks instead of making the whole thing melt. I think it'll make it nicer. And my company is not going to be here until about 6. And it's only about 4:20 right now. So I've really just got my crock pot on warm because it's already cooked as long as it needs to cook. It's just going to melt in all the other items now. I'll do the crispy bacon at the tail end. And in a few minutes, I will grate some wonderful sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to use my little handy dandy tool in a few minutes and show you how to do that. But right now, I'm going to just section off my cream cheese and let it melt. The chicken is still very juicy and succulent. So I am really hoping for a wonderful dinner tonight with my family. And I do mention them a lot. I have 2 grown sons and a daughter-in-law. And my other son has a wonderful girlfriend. So they'll be coming tonight to eat with me and my husband. And they usually bring their puppies too. So we'll probably have 4 dogs here this afternoon. It will be quite some entertainment going on with just the dogs playing and barking. And it gets really, really loud when they get here. So usually I don't film my family when they're here. Let me clean my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to stir in the chicken and the cream cheese. Let me make sure all this is melted. And now what I would like to do is show you how I'm going to grate the cheese. This is my new grater that I love. I had just gotten it on Amazon a few months ago, and I love making cheese straws, so that was really my purpose in ordering this. My friend that makes cheese straws, she said, Ursula, you've got to have this because it makes grating cheese so much easier. So I'm just going to show you how easy that is, and we'll get started. Just going to put in a block of cheese. Have to put a bowl to catch it. So let's see. And there is a suction, so it will not fall off the. All right, now you can see it. All right. But it makes it so much easier to grate cheese now with this little tool. I love it. I'm going to do a good bit of cheese because I need 2 cups for the cracked chicken. And just like that, you have all this wonderful sharp cheese. So I believe the tool cost, I want to say it was about between $25 and $30, but it was worth every penny because I am enjoying it so much. And we eat a lot of cheese. If I make chili, we gotta have cheese. We gotta have cheese on top. You know, I mean, there's lots of casserole dishes that have cheese, so you will use it if you order one of these. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and add a cup and a half of this grated cheese to my cracked chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and stir it in. So I've got my measuring cup. I'm going to do a cup and a half. And it says at the end to garnish it with, another half cup. Okay, there's approximately a cup. And that's a half. And then I'll save this for garnishing. And don't forget, we have to fry up some bacon too. And we have to dice up some green onions. So I think that's going to make it so good. I'm just going to toss this. I had to jump into some cooler clothes because it is so hot in Georgia right now. I know it's got to be in the 90s today. I haven't checked the Weather Channel today, but it has got to be in the 90s. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this cheese in. That's going to be 2 whole cups. And then we'll probably put a little bit on the top when I serve it. But I want it to be extra cheesy. And I didn't mention, but this is, some of you wouldn't say that it is a healthy meal because it does have cream cheese and cheddar cheese in it. So it's not it is not the strict keto meal, but it is, I believe it's called lazy keto, what this is called. And meaning that it's lots of protein and lots of fat, but you know, it is still considered a keto meal, this cracked chicken. And I was also going to tell you, to serve it, it says you can make sandwiches with it, which we're going to do tonight. We're gonna actually use some nice little buns that I got at Kroger last night. They're just like hamburger buns. I'll show them to you. You can make wraps, so you could use the tortilla wraps. Also, you could make burgers out of it, or you can make lettuce cups. So, people that are on the really strict keto, you could definitely use a lettuce cup with it instead of a bun. And I'm thinking you could use it as a dip as well, like with those big scoops. I think that would be excellent. I'll show you the buns that we're going to use. So these are the homemade buns from Kroger, and we're just going to use those tonight. But I'm also, I think for a side item, we're not going to do salad. We've been eating a lot of salads lately. I think tonight what I'll do is some oven fries, and I'll use olive oil and lemon pepper. So I'll try to video the lemon fries tonight, the lemon pepper oven fries. I'll cook them probably on 400 or 425 for about 30 minutes until they're nice and brown. And they're always so good as a side item. So this is just going to be casual dining tonight. It's not going to be a fancy dinner, but it's just going to be called cracked chicken. And I think that they call that on the recipe because it's really, really yummy, so addictive. And so anyway, I'm looking forward to this meal. Let me show you what it looks like now. So here's what it looks like now since I've added the cream cheese and the sharp cheddar cheese. And I've just got it on warm right now because it's way ahead of time for my family to be here. They're not going to be here until 6, and it's 4:30 right now. And the chicken is done. So the last steps are the diced green pepper, and no, not diced green pepper. It's diced green onion. And the last thing would be the crispy bacon.